This is what my makeup looks like without any filters from my back camera. And if you want to get a base like this, keep watching this tutorial. To set things off right, you're gonna want to start with a cream color corrector. Now, I like to go ahead and sandwich two correctors together. You can totally just use one. This one is from Krylon and I'm applying it onto the areas of my skin that are not so even or maybe darker or lighter than the rest of my face. For example, under my eyes and on my forehead, there are a lot more darker areas than my cheeks and the rest of my face basically. Then, as I said, I'm sandwiching it with a liquid concealer of the same shade. Now for foundation, I used a shade that was a tad bit too yellow, although it is labeled as neutral, but it does look a little bit too yellow on me. So what I did was that I applied it, blended it, and then I used a lighter shade in the center of my face. Also, never apply a foundation on your eyes because that can become very creasy very fast. Now once I've blended that, you can see that my face has some sort of dimension now. Next up, for the last step of the sandwiching of the concealers, I'm going to use this lighter concealer. Now this is called a highlighting concealer. It's going to highlight the areas of your face that need light. For example, your under eyes, the center of your face, your nose. You can also apply this on your chin, but I don't like to do that. I apply it, spread it, leave it for a bit, and then I blend it with my beauty blender. Okay, now I'm gonna add back color and dimension into my face with the help of blush and bronzer. I used a baby pink blush and then I paired it with a darker pink blush and blended that with a beauty blender. They have the most radiant finish, by the way. Now for bronzer, I took some liquid bronzer. I always make sure that I bronze my forehead and then applied it in the usual areas, around my nose, my cheekbones, and just blended them with a soft, fluffy brush. Just make sure that you're not over blending anything because these are color complexion products, and if you over blend them, they're not going to show up. I set my face and I've showed that like a million times, so I didn't put that part in. Now I'm applying some powder blush just to top the liquid blush and to just make sure it's really high impact. I'm doing the same with bronzer, and just make sure that you blend the powders really well before you go in with a setting spray. I'm using the D'Alba one because it's just got that beautiful radiant finish. Now I'm using this Milani blush trio because it has a more radiant sheerer finish just to top my blush. And lastly, I'm gonna apply this over highlighter. I really wanted to apply like a lot of highlighter today. Anyway, when it was too much, I just used my blush brush again to just mesh them all together. And lastly, I'm using my Milani setting spray, which I absolutely love, turning my zits into moles. And yes, I went a little overboard. I did not need 4 new moles on my face, but this is a dewy, full coverage, flawless base that's gonna last you hours. For product details, check out the caption.